starting me on the show. So, good afternoon, everyone. And hi, I am Melissa DeCristoforo, and I am on at a time that I'm not usually on. It is Saturday afternoon, January the 20th, I believe. And I just wanted to come on for a few short minutes and just offer some encouragement. It seems like every year at the beginning of the year, we get all excited and we think of all these things that we are going to do. And usually by about this time, things start kind of falling apart at the seams. We say, oh, I'm going to start eating better, or I'm going to start exercising more, or I'm going to start doing this or that or the other thing. And we get to about the middle or the end of January, and we're not eating healthy anymore. We're wanting candy bars and chips and all that good stuff. Well, actually bad stuff. And we say we're going to start exercising more, and when it's time to exercise, we just don't want to even get up off the couch. And we get so discouraged. And it seems to happen year after year. But how can we make this year different? How can this year be different than the other years? We have to remember what our motivation is. Are we doing it for others? A lot of times we want to do things to please others, but we forget about doing things to please ourselves. And if we're happy in ourselves, then it goes out from there. So if you are at a point where you say, I just can't do this. I don't want to do this. Believe me, you're not the only one. A lot of times we get in these funks and we isolate ourselves and we think, oh, nobody else is going through this. But trust me, you're not the only one. And I just want to encourage you to keep going. This year that we're in, 2024, I know the cliches and everything that we've all heard, the year of more, but it is a year of not more things, not more stuff, but more in the way of our relationships, of how we love ourselves. It's more in that regard. And I know not everybody out there has a relationship with God, and that's fine. But if you do, God wants more for you. And even if you don't, believe it or not, God wants more for you too. He wants to give you the best. But sometimes we have to strive for it. Things that are worth having are not easy. They don't come easy. And when you get to that point where you just feel like, I don't want to do this. If you just get up and just do just a minute, and then 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes, you'll say, wow, man, just getting up and just having that motivation, it does so much more for you. I've been in those places, and actually, I won't lie to you, I've gotten to those places just this year. I've had some things happen in my life, but I said, it may knock me down, but it's not going to keep me down. So if you get knocked down, stand back up, stand strong, because the race is not given to the swift or the strong, but he that endures to the end. Endurance. Push through when you think you can't, because when you do, the blessings of in this year. And we're at a point where things can change right now. We're still in January. We have so much more. And the blessings that are ahead of us are going to be so much better. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to go through some struggles. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have some trials. It doesn't mean that everything is going to be hunky-dory, because let's get real. We live in a fallen world. We live in a world where there is hurt, where there are struggles. But if we endure and push through, then the blessings of God will be waiting for us. And sometimes we may not see them on this side of life, but we still have to be faithful and believe that God has our best interest at heart. And if you don't believe in God, believe that whatever higher power you believe in has your best interest at heart. And you know that sometimes you have to push through things that you're like, I never thought I would have to go through this. I never thought I would have to go through losing a job. I never thought I would have to go through a nasty divorce. I never thought I'd lose this friend that I've been friends with for so many years. I never thought these things would happen to me. And that happens to so many of us that we think, I never thought I'd have to deal with these things. But when you look back on your life and you say, I didn't think I could make it through that, but somehow, some way, I made it through. We have so much ahead of us in this year, so much ahead of us. Let's get off on the right track. Let's stay on the right track, because the things that are coming up are going to be things like we have never seen, never expected. Unexpected blessings, but also unexpected troubles. And we have to be ready to fight, because this life is a fight. And if you can't sit by the sidelines, you can't sit and just watch it pass by. You've got to get in the game. You've got to get involved. I'm a big sports person. I love sports. I love to watch football, and to watch these young men get out there and get in the game and give it all they've got. They don't sit by the sidelines because they know they have to get in the game. And it's the same thing with life. You have to get in the game and you have to participate. You might make mistakes. You might throw an interception. You might miss a field goal, or all of these other football analogies. But as long as you're out there and you're pushing forth and you're participating, then you are going to get a blessing. And like I said, it's going to be a struggle, but the blessings are going to make the struggle seem like nothing. You're going to look back and say, wow, at the time I was going through that, I didn't think I could push through. But now look where I am. Look where I am because I pushed through, because God or whatever helped me get through that. When I was going through it, I didn't know how I was going to do it. But now that I've made it through, wow, I'm so glad that I didn't sit on the sidelines. And that's just a short little motivation. I just wanted to, like I said, get on here and just tell you, just to continue to stay encouraged in this new year. It is still a new year. We're still in January. And 2024, it's going to be worth so much more. I just thank you, and thank you, everyone. And I hope you guys got something out of this. Bye.